This is Exodus chapter 3, verse 10. Come now, therefore, and I will send thee unto Pharaoh.
So that was God sending Moses unto Pharaoh.
That thou mayest bring forth my people, the children of Israel, out of Egypt.
So who was those people?
Israel. You're talking about because Israel and the Egyptians and Israel and
Exodus 11 and 7. No, they're not the same because he was sending them to Pharaoh to get the children of Israel. It's showing you watch this.
It's Exodus chapter 11, verse 7. But against any of the children of Israel,
Against any of the children of Israel,
shall not a dog move his tongue against man or beast, that ye may know how the Lord doeth put a difference.
The Lord put a difference
between the Egyptians
between the Egyptians
and Israel.
Meaning that they look alike, but they're not the same people. So remember, God was sending Moses to Pharaoh, which was the Egyptians, to get the people, the children of Israel, from Egypt. He separated, right? Go to Exodus 1 and 1. Watch this. Read down. I think it's in hard bondage.
What you looking for? 65?
Hard bondage.
Exodus 65?
No, it's in Exodus 1. Where it says, well, they cried out to me. Just to help. Hold up. But what it's talking about, we had suffered hard bondage. Pull a 1 and 6 and 5.
13, right?
13 read.
Made it to it?
Yeah. They cried out.
This is Exodus chapter 1, verse 13. And the Egyptians made the children of Israel to serve with rigor.
So it made it real hard to the children of Israel. The Egyptians made them work. Remember, they made them make bricks and stuff and build these temples and stuff like that.
And they made their lives bitter with hard bondage in mortar and in brick and in all manner of service in the field. All their service wherein they made them serve was with rigor. And the king of Egypt spake to the Hebrew midwives, of which the same name of one was Shapharah, and the name of the other Puah. And he said, when ye do the office of the midwife,
meaning that when the Hebrews would bring forth children, wanted them to kill them. If it was a daughter, you could let them live, but if it was the man, kill them. Right. Well, why do you think you would tell them to kill all the boys?
For the child when grow stronger to be able to break free or something?
I mean numbers.
For they wouldn't grow up to have a king or something for themselves, for their own country,
for their
own people?
Well, thing is, you determine your nationality by the father, by the male. That's right. Just like, say like you take an apple seed, right? You take an apple seed and you go plant it in China, what's gonna come up?
Apple.
You take that same seed and you plant it in Europe, what's gonna come up? All right, well, who carries the seed?
The apple carries the seed.
Out of men and women.
Men.
That carry the seed.
Okay.
So you are what your father is. That's how the lineage goes.
Numbers chapter 1, verse 17. And Moses and Aaron took these men, which are expressed by their names, and they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees,
their bloodline,
after their fathers, by the house of their father, after their families, by the house of their fathers.
So that's how you determine your pedigree of who you are, according to the house of your father. So whatever your father is, that's your lineage. So like the children of Israel, right? They gained their seed from their forefather Jacob. That's why they henceforth come the nation of Israel, right? Now go back to Exodus chapter 1. So they end up crying out. Pull that up where they cried out to God and God sent them Exodus 1 a little further down. He was reading in what? 1:14. Read that. That's what it says when they cried out?
No, it's like they made it serve with rigor.
Yeah. But anyway, the Israelites cried out. Moses went over there, he sent him to Pharaoh to go ahead and get him out there, right? And then he brought him to the wilderness. Split the Red Sea, remember that? Read that, Deuteronomy 1 and 1. Split the Red Sea, brought him to the wilderness.
But Moses didn't do it right.
What's what he did wrong?
I can't remember exactly, but I know that he hit it. He hit the stick on the way. I just thought he hit it that way, but he hit it.
Oh, you're talking about when he hit the stone. Well, that wasn't.
That's a different story.
Yeah. No, that's going on as well. Let me show you. My point is to show you who we are. Right? Watch this.
Deuteronomy chapter 1, verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel on this side of Jordan in the wilderness.
So he just brought them out of Egypt, brought them to the wilderness. Now think of all those people out there in the wilderness, right? Don't you think they need like law, order? So, because other than that, they'll
Of
be
course. They just be wild and just out there
doing whatever,
just-
right? But this is why God told them this, right?
Laws.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy
He
God,
said if the Israelites would listen,
to observe and to do all his
you
commandments,
believe everybody was created equal?
Yes.
which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
What he told them Israelites was going to happen if they listened?
Set them up on high.
Above, right?
I didn't hear that word.
Read that.
Read it again.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and do all his commandments, which I command thee this day,